A lot of people don't think I can do this as well, which is to have sex. And sex, I believe, is very powerful. When I was 14, the doctors immediately wanted to talk to me. It's like, you know, you can still have sex. Good day, people. This is Rey Grandoit, and today I'm going to talk to you about 3 surprising things I can do after paralysis. When I first got paralyzed, I was very scared, and I didn't think that I would be able to do the things that I want to do. The first thing was basketball. I wanted to play basketball, and I didn't think I was going to be able to play basketball. But surprisingly, yes, there's wheelchair basketball, and I was able to earn a full ride to play wheelchair basketball at Oklahoma State University. Thank God. Where there's a will, there is a way. And I was able to continue to play wheelchair basketball. Was it exactly the way I wanted it? Absolutely not. But I was still able to play basketball. Number 2, a lot of people didn't think I can do it. And I didn't think I can do it, but was to drive. I drove at the age of 16 and was paralyzed at the age of 14. And so how do I drive? I drive with hand controls. Just imagine 2 levers, 2 bars, one connected to the brake, one connected to the gas. When I push towards me, it goes to the gas. And when I push down, it goes to the brake. And then I use my hands to steer the wheel. It took me about maybe 6 lessons, I believe, with my driving instructor to get my driver's license and my training for the driving. Not too fairly hard. It was fairly quick, I believe, because I was young and I had a lot of drive and I wanted to get it done because I wanted to move around and I wanted to be independent. I didn't want to depend on anybody to get me from place to A to B. And I didn't like the special school bus that I was getting on as well. So I was very driven to get my driver's license, and I drove, and I made it happen. I drove. And number 3, surprisingly, a lot of people don't think I can do this as well, which is to have sex. And sex, I believe, is very powerful. When I was 14, the doctors immediately wanted to talk to me. It's like, you know, you can still have sex. And at that time, I'm like, I'm not thinking about sex. I want to walk. However, eventually we had the conversation and the possibility is endless. I can have sex, and I believe sex is a weapon to be used in a committed relationship. And it's actually interesting, in certain counties and towns, they have sex education. And with that sex education, STDs and teen pregnancies are down because of the education. So I believe whether you're in a wheelchair or walking, sex education is important because any man can can be a sperm donor and have a baby, but it takes a man to be a dad and to be a father and to be present and to raise a child. So it's just not about the pleasure. Like my mom told me, 20 minutes of pleasure, a lifetime of pain. Even that pain can be a blessing, but it also will be a burden when you're not prepared and you're not educated and you're not in a position to do what you need to do for your family. Or I said we, because it takes 2 to tango. So yes, I can tango, and I do tango in the marriage, and I believe it's important to do things in the right way. So that's the 3rd thing that surprisingly I can do as well. And I believe I can do anything, I just do it differently. So don't look at life as limited, it's limitless. You are born to aspire, so own it. Thank you.